Hey there, Peter Johnson here from Audit Match. Are you an accountant that does audits of SMSFs where your firm or another firm in your network prepares the accounts for that fund? Been doing that forever. And then for some crazy reason, the rule makers have decided that a perfectly efficient Chinese wall is no longer acceptable. And they've said from the 1st of July 2021, you will no longer be able to do the audits of those funds. Now, they did talk about where the work that the accountant does is routine or mechanical in nature. And we're all thinking, well, we all use class, we use BGL, whatever, bank feeds, our work is routine or mechanical in nature, but it's now been confirmed that the fund has to come to you with a completed trial balance. The accountant merely puts it into the system, puts it into a tax return, prints out the accounts and sends them to you to be audited. So realistically, the only funds that that's going to work for are for your former partners, and you wouldn't probably be able to do their audits anyway. So what's the position you're in? Realistically, you now have to hand all those funds out to an external auditor to be audited. Now, if you've got 100 funds and you charge $500 each, you've just handed $50,000 worth of work to someone else. That's the rules. That's the risk that we take. But wouldn't it be good if you could also get $50,000 worth of audits from other firms? It would be fantastic because you haven't lost any work at all. Well, at Audit Match, that's what we do. If you give us 100 funds to audit, we will find the auditors for those funds, but then we will find 100 funds for you to audit. The fee that you pay for the audits is the same as the fee that you bill the other funds. So there will be no reduction in fees at all. Now, you might go, well, why don't I just go and do this myself? Well, we know that you can't do reciprocal arrangements. You can't actually go and get your mate, Bob, I'll do yours, Bob does mine. No, we know that we can't do that. We weren't allowed to do that before, so that's not acceptable. Okay, well, how about I go and put together 10 accountants, each one has 100 funds, and we do it like that. Yep, that would work, no problem whatsoever. I understand that. But where Audit Match will be better for you is in the way we do it. First of all, there's going to be conflict. I've already seen situations where accountants have outsourced, and now there is technical conflict. I don't believe that that's a breach. I believe it is a breach. Who decides? Realistically, it's the auditor that decides, but the auditor could be wrong. We will be the technical adjudicator for the audits. So you come to us and we'll go, yep, this is it. And if we still can't get agreement, we'll go for specific superannuation advice that will be paid for by the accountant that's wrong. So you're protected there. Getting paid. I've been selling to accountants since 1988, and I know how hard it is to be paid by accountants. So we'll have a payment platform set up. You will need to pay for the audit before you get the audit report through our portal. So you know that every audit report you do before it gets given to the super fund, you are paid for the audit. You won't have debtors, well, you may, but they won't have the audit report while they're debtors. That will work as well. We've got a portal. All communications will be through the portal. So it doesn't matter that you're not just dealing with one auditor. You could be dealing with 6 auditors, you could be dealing with 7 or 8 accounting firms, but it's all done through the portal. So from your point of view, you go into the portal, you go in A and B super fund, you communicate through the portal, it goes up to the auditor comes back to you through the portal. It's all there in the portal to make it much easier. All files will be available in the portal, and if you change auditors, if a new auditor comes in, then that file is there available for the new auditor so that you don't have to go through all the work that you have to go through when you decide that you want to change auditors. All this for way, way less than it would cost you to source your own work. You want to know more? Click on the button below, get in contact with us and express your interest, and when it comes closer to the date, we'll give you a confirmation of exactly what's going to happen.